Welcome to Colorado Water and the American West. I'm glad to spend time with you in this way, virtually, I suppose. Glad you have an interest in Colorado water. Water is certainly a topic that more and more Americans should be concerned with and should be studying. We've structured this class deliberately so that we start with a very broad view of the history of humans and their connectedness to water in this region. As we know, the West is typically very arid, and Native people, long before Europeans set foot in North America, tried to contend with that aridity in different ways. So we'll begin the class in Module 1 by looking at communities like the Hohokam, like the Mojave people of the Southern Colorado River, in order to have a baseline for understanding how humans have tried to live in this region where water is so precious and often scarce. The class then progresses through the modules steadily. It will look briefly at the arrival of the Spanish and the water law that they brought with them, the establishment of the acequia system in southern Colorado, which I think is a fascinating case study. We will move through various moments in American history, hitting the highlights. Certainly we're going to talk about the Reclamation Act of 1902, which is a pivotal piece of legislation in terms of water and the American West. We will make sure that you have an understanding of riparian water law versus prior appropriation. Perhaps you already do. If so, great. Then we will progress to look at a couple of case studies. Specifically, we're going to look at Los Angeles and Denver and compare the experience of those two cities as they contended with the needs of a growing urban population. Finally, we bring the course full circle. And the last module will focus on Native water rights challenges and opportunities in the 20th and 21st centuries. Specifically, we will consider briefly the Ute Water Settlement Act of the 1980s, which led to the creation of Lake Nighthorse outside of Durango. A fascinating study in its own right, but also I think important and interesting because for the purposes of this course, in a way we end where we started with Native people and their management of water systems in the American West. So I hope you're ready for the class. I'm excited. I'm happy to have you along. Good luck.